Bonjour, voici vidéo 12F sur l'adjectif et le pronom tout. We've studied tout before. As an adjective, we've seen tout in these four forms, and we use it with, usually, in the cases we've seen so far, with a noun. So, of course, it's going to have masculine, plural, and feminine plural form because they have to match the noun that they're talking about. But these words can also be used as pronouns by themselves. And when they do, certain cases, certain situations are common, and that's what we're going to look at in the textbook today. So if you want to look in your book, we'll go through the uses of tout as pronouns. So tout can be used by itself to mean everything. For example, tout est bon ici. Everything is good here. Tout used all by itself to mean everything. We can also use it with ce qui and ce que when we want to say all that. Tout ce qui brille n'est pas d'or. All that glitters is not gold. Or tout ce que vous dites est vrai. All that you say is true. Everything that you say is true. So most often when you use tout like this, it's going to be T-O-U-T, and you're not going to have the feminine form or the plural form because you mean everything or all, usually in the singular. Another use is when you want to talk about, if you turn the page, tout and tout used to replace the equivalent adjective and noun. The meaning will be all or everyone depending on the context. So look at your example there, adjectif, tous les plats sont bons, n'est-ce pas? All the foods are good, aren't they? And then we're going to say, yes, all are good. So we're using that as a pronoun to replace that whole phrase, tous les plats. Oui, tous sont bons. Or toutes les pommes sont-elles mûres? Are all the apples ripe? Oui, toutes sont mûres. We do the same thing in English. We shorten a phrase with a noun in it and just use a pronoun instead. Tout and tous. Tout are also used as with the direct object pronoun les, and when this is the case in the passé composé, we'll see that the auxiliary verb, that the past participle is going to agree in number and gender. Let's look at a couple of those examples. That's number 3. Je vois tous les oiseaux. Tu vois tous les oiseaux? Oui, je les vois tous. Yes, I see them all. So we're replacing les oiseaux with les and putting it in front of vois, but we still have that tout. So we're just going to put that on at the end. Yes, I see them all. And then look at what happens with the passé composé. As-tu mangé toutes les pommes? Did you eat all the apples? We're going to replace les pommes with les. Oui, je les ai toutes mangées. And here's the thing that's kind of a little bit different because we're putting the tout in between the conjugated verb and the past participle. We don't do that very often, but we will do it with tout and we'll do it with some of the shorter adverbs as well. And then look at manger. It has an extra E and an extra S because of that preceding direct object les, which is referring back to pommes, which are feminine and plural. So we have agreement there. Okay, let's do an exercise together, and I think this will help pull everything together. Exercice L, à la page 189. Answer the questions using the appropriate form of tout. Replace direct object nouns with pronouns when necessary. Qui viendra, and we want to say everyone. All the people, tous viendront. Everyone will arrive. Numéro 1. Qui jouera au football? Again, everyone. So we get, let's erase this one. We want everyone, in other words, all the people. So we want plural. Tous viendra. Wait a minute, what was the verb? Jouer, sorry. Tous joueront. We need a plural verb to match a plural pronoun. Numéro 2. A-t-elle fait tous les devoirs? Yes, she did all of the homework. So we have to replace les devoirs with a direct object pronoun, and then we're going to fit the two into the middle of the passé composé form. Right? So we get elle, les, that's the les devoirs. A, we said that two has to go in the middle. Fait, devoir is masculine and plural, so fait has an extra S on it. Elle les a tous fait. She did them all. Alrighty? And don't forget that agreement because of this. That preceding direct object makes this have to agree. That past participle has to agree. Numéro 3. As-tu fini toutes les leçons? We want to say yes. I finished all the lessons. Here again, we're going to have to replace les leçons with a direct object pronoun. It's feminine and plural. So we're going to get je, les, ai, toutes, fini. Okay? Maybe we should have done a little bit of a review on passé composé. If you're having a hard time with this, just pause the video and go back and review passé composé forms because we haven't done it in a while. And you're really going to need to be pretty solid on that to do this exercise. So we want les for les leçons, feminine plural. So I've got es on the past participle fini. And then here's my form of all or every. Yes, I finished them. I finished them all. Okay? Numéro 4. Maman a-t-elle préparé tous les plats? Did she prepare all the dishes? We want to say yes, she did. I'm going to replace les plats with les. Maman, elle, les, a, tout. It's masculine plural. Préparé. She prepared them all. Okay? 5. As-tu vu toutes les maisons? Did you see all the houses? And you want to say yes, I saw them all. Oui, je. Les comes first for maison. It's feminine. So we need a feminine toutes. And then we need our past participle with feminine agreement. Je les ai toutes vues. I saw them all. Okay, let's make a little bit more room here. 6. As-tu vu tous les appartements? And again, we want to say I saw them all. This time, appartement is masculine and plural. So, and we have a different person. No, we don't. We have the same person. So, je les ai. That's going to look the same. This is going to look different. And this is going to look different. Oops, not an S, not an E, just an S. That's an S. Because appartement is masculine. So we want masculine and just an S for your masculine. I saw them all. The apartments. 7. Tes parents mentent-ils? Non. Ce qu'ils disent est vrai. Everything they say is true. They do not lie. So we want everything. Whenever we're talking about everything, we just use the invariable form tout, the masculine singular form. That equals everything. So everything they say, tout ce qu'ils disent est vrai. Numéro 8. Qu'avez-vous vu? Nous avons vu ce qui est dans le musée. We saw everything that is in the museum. What did you see? Everything that's in the museum. Again, when we're using everything, it's just going to be tout. All by itself, masculine, singular. Nous avons vu tout ce qui est dans le musée. Le musée. Alrighty, so there you go. Tout, toutes, tout, and toutes in all of its forms, including when you need to use it in the passé composé. as a pronoun and as an adjective. Alright, that ends this segment. Au revoir.